Hello everybody, welcome to tonight's stream. So excited to have all of you here. And I'm back with my Vera. Hey Euler, good to see you. And I forgot to send, I typed a message in the Discord for those who may want to watch in YouTube, and I never actually sent the proper ping out because for some reason Sapphire, I think how they did it with their coding, it just happens to look at when YouTube notices that I click on go live within YouTube. And the thing is that when a creator hits go live in YouTube, it's not necessarily an actual go live in YouTube. It just gets them into that creator dashboard, like what you see in Twitch and Kick. So I was just in there updating my titles and stuff. That's why the alert goes out like 30 minutes early for YouTube every time, and it's like I'm not actually live on YouTube yet. But there is a way in the code to actually get it to pull when I'm actually live. I guess a lot of the bots and stuff like that just don't actually pull the right part of the code from what I've been learning in all of my research in these last few weeks. The only reason I know that is just because with my research in the last few weeks and looking into all the Discord stuff, a lot of that has dealt with the fact that a lot of the alternatives don't, either they don't have bot alternatives or the bot alternatives have been flaky or they cost money. And I'm like, well, how about we look into creating something instead? So I've been doing a lot of research because I'm like, I have a master's in computer science. Why not put it to good use, right? Which has been interesting because I've never written JavaScript before or anything like that. So new experiences, new things to learn, and it's been an interesting experience learning about all of it and figuring all that good stuff out. But found all those proper tags and everything and got it all actually working for when I actually do have something that's live going through and feeding into YouTube, as opposed to just when I am on my end as the broadcaster and just trying to go into the creator dashboard necessarily. So I'm wanting to do something a little bit different today. And I'm hoping, to be honest, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm honestly not 100% sure how popular it still is, but I'm really hoping there's still enough people doing Pilgrim's Traverse that I can manage to get into Pilgrim's Traverse. That's at least the hope. And it's not looking super great. I guess I could go in as Red Mage and level Red Mage instead. That might be okay. Average wait time 14 minutes. We shall see. We'll see. I'm really, really, really hoping that we don't actually have a wait time of 14 minutes, because otherwise that kind of sucks. In the meantime, and the only reason I'm going in as red mage was just because I didn't want to reset either one of my progression slots. And that first progression slot, I already had a fixed party. And with that fixed party, there were specific people that were already listed there. And that second slot, that had question marks with that. So that second one, I was a red mage, and with those question marks, it meant I can queue in with whomever I wanted to. So I could do it with just a regular duty finder search like I'm doing now. But I had to queue in as red mage in order to use that save slot. Otherwise, I was going to have to erase one of those save slots, and I just didn't want to erase one of those save slots and potentially end up messing something up, because I haven't done Pilgrim's Traverse in a couple months, and I really just don't want to mess it up. I don't exactly remember what my progression was. We're just gonna make me carry boxes, guys. You're a super strong dancer. You're super strong. You're super amazing. But while you're here, can you carry this box and run it all the way over there? You know, this one box. This one box. So I do want to see a LALA carry this box, I guess. Like, that's one reason with the Sprout, I was like, I feel like she probably should be LALA, because I haven't had, like with the alts I did make LALA, they were ones that have done story skip because I needed them for other purposes. Like I was doing a lot of free company work, and I needed characters for porting items from free companies and such. Because, like, for instance, one of the things that free companies use a lot of is Coke. And so you have to port Coke from one company to another. And it's always funnier when it's a LALA doing it. And so I made LALA, and with those LALA, because I needed them to be able to quickly do it, I just went ahead and paid for them to have story boosts. But I haven't got to experience the story as a LALA, and I see other people do it, and I'm like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to be that person now. It just looks like it's so much fun. And especially with all the places that LALA could go, all of those secret little places. Like, LALA get so many, like, get all those cute little places that they could go into. And some of them, my Avras look like they could go into, and it still tells them, no, you're short enough, but you're not allowed in here because you're not a LALA. Like that's not fair. I'm short enough, but I can't go in. I could hear all the short jokes, but I don't get the privileges that come with being short. Yes, same, Euler. There are so many cutscenes that I'm just like, I feel like they are going to be so glorious as a LALA. Like, can you even imagine some of the Hildebrand cutscenes as a LALA? They're already ridiculous enough as they are, regardless of what race you are, but just add in the fact that you're a LALA. like scene where you're spiking a big giant sized bomb down at Hildebrand who thinks he's a sin eater. And you already jump up like 100 feet in the air. And it's like, okay, imagine my 2-foot tall Lalafell jumping up 100 feet up in the air to spike this ball down at him and having this super ridiculous action shot of her. I just think some of those cutscenes are just, they're just going to be so extra. Like even some of the ones that I feel like they're going to want to be serious. Like some of the ones with Xenos. I don't think I'm going to be able to take Xenos seriously. I really don't think I'm going to be able to take him seriously with Boba. I think every cutscene that's going to involve him, I'm just going to end up laughing the entire time. Which, I mean, I feel like I could do it with this character because I hate his character so much. I know he gets so much love, but I feel like there's not really a middle ground with him. There are people that's like they either love his character or they hate his character. And I'm like, I'm one that hates his character. And yes, I agree, Healer. I'm like, maybe with my Lalafell, maybe that's what it takes. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the people that are playing Lalafells. They're like, ooh, that secret ingredient is being a Lalafell because being a Lalafell makes him funny. Oh wait, there's an S rank? Shit. There's no way I'm gonna make it to that S rank. Oh no. Well, there's definitely no way in hell I'm making it to that S rank. There's an S rank and it got pulled. And of course, right as it got pulled, this pops. Everything all at once. All of the things. All of it. Alright, now I have to just get my brain back in gear for deep dungeons. My last time running a deep dungeon. Like, for those who, oh no! See, this is my luck when it comes to a deep dungeon, guys. So, when I was, like, my brain completely decided to fart as I was thinking it. But the last time I ran a deep dungeon, for anybody who didn't happen to see the short, which totally understandable, I think I only posted it to TikTok and it was quite a while back. And honestly, TikTok just acts really freaking weird sometimes. But maybe I did post to YouTube. I don't know. But I have a tendency to... Oh, hey, there was a trap and I'm not the one who triggered it. But the last time, there was literally a floor that I said, don't worry, I'll be the one who triggers all the traps. And then I kid you not, I was the one who literally triggered all of the fucking traps. I was like, are you kidding? As soon as, even as soon as the words came out of my mouth, like it was, we got into the floor, I stepped over to a treasure chest like that one, and it exploded in my face. And I was like, don't worry. I'll trigger all of the traps. And then as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I triggered a silence trap. And then as soon as I got unsilenced, like I literally ran to the next room and just stood there because someone had aggroed like a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like, well, I'm not even going to step in there because I'm silenced and I can't do anything anyway. So what's the point of me even stepping in there? And then as soon as I was unsilenced, I ran in there. Whoops, that's not the ability I want. My God, I'm so rusty with Red Mage. But anyway, as soon as I stepped in there, I tripped an alluring trap. And like picked everything off. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you guys actually freaking kidding me? Like, I did not mean to do this. Like, I did not think I was serious, but apparently I was. Like, who needs pomanders to let you know where the traps are when you've got me who could just trigger all of them? And I wasn't even like running around in a way like right now I'm like haphazardly running around. Like I don't give two shits. But like I guess I was kind of running in a way that I didn't necessarily give two shits then either, but like especially if I'm solo, I try to like hug the walls and stuff, and yet still there are plenty of times that I'm like, guess what? All the traps. Oh, I am loving that we are getting these candelabras though. I guess we're getting like I'm gonna let them grab the chest because I know me. I know me. Oh. Just what LALA did. Okay, maybe I shouldn't let like I think the poor paladin has taken on my curse. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pass this on to other people. Maybe it's contagious. I don't know. I'm gonna follow the Pictomancer. That way there's a reser with each pair. I'll keep my space that way. If it ends up being a trap, only they get blown up, right? I'm not a fancy red mage. I don't know all the tricks and secrets. It's been way too long since I've played red mage, let alone mained it. I'm starting to like every time they start grabbing a chest right now, I keep like holding my breath. I'm like, is it going to explode? Are they going to make us explode right now? Okay. Don't worry, Pictomancer, I'm right behind you. Apparently I'm going to piss that thing off too. Because I forgot that my range had that kind of range. I'm over here. I keep trying to hit control on my keyboard, and it's like control on my keyboard is for my AoEs. Did not need to AoE when there was a... It's for all of us. Gonna try to burn through some of my stuff there. That was maxing out. I think my dark was already, like, I was over capped. That was bad. Bad me. Bad. One thing I do absolutely love about Pilgrim's Traverse is that it's an excuse to get back to the first. Especially for anybody who doesn't have anything that can level with the pixie quests. Hi, Neris. Good to see you. Ah. Not only is the gloom spread, but somebody blew a bomb up in our faces. That was a... Yes, this is very Palace of the Dead nearest, except this one is Pilgrim's Traverse. So this one is the latest one that had came out a couple months ago. Oh, this one is a very fun one. Do do do. All of you die. Bye bye. Aww. I'm silenced. Oh. Someone else blew themselves up. Yes, I do also hate it when Fit was like, you never come and visit me. So ungrateful. You called my sapling. Yes, yes, your sapling is ever most grateful for you. My loveliest branch. My loveliest branch, please. Please help me. No, since they've all popped their stuff. It's my turn to give myself some boosts. And I get to give myself boost right before the boss. I do not remember this boss. This should be interesting. Great. This is absolutely fan-frickin-tastic. Whoops! I was 1000% not paying attention. I was too focused on trying to make sure my cast got off and not interrupting them that I totally did not slide into the right spots at the right times or anything. Yeah, I really did not remember that fight at all. But in my defense, I only did it once, and I did it months ago. Okay, what was... Okay, I got a decent amount of Aether Pool. I did a horrible job about paying attention as to where my Aether Pool was at or anything like that throughout that entire process, but it looked like I got a decent amount of Aether Pool throughout all of that. Looks like I'm ready for 31 plus. Another 15-minute queue, of course. Lovely. Let's go turn in those quests that we started during the queue. Definitely didn't take 15 minutes last time though, so hopefully this time it also doesn't take 15 minutes. Honestly, I should have paid attention to where I was experience-wise, because this honestly might be a decent way to get experience. Let's see. One reason I kept my experience bar so small on this character was just because there, I'm just going to make it really big and up in the corner there so we can all see it a little bit better. But I kept it so small on this character because I mean, in past expansions, I started playing again in Shadowbringers. Like, I played in 1.0, then I played a little bit in 2.0 beta, but that was about it. And then I started playing again during Shadowbringers, and during Shadowbringers I got everything to 80, and then during Endwalker I pretty quickly got everything up to 90. So I was pretty quick to just go ahead and make that small, because I was like, I don't need to see that in my face all the time. What's the point? other than to depress myself that I have nothing to level because they kept coming out with more society quests. And I'm like, I have nothing to level with these societies because I leveled all of them with fates. And yeah, I did do that this time. Life got in the way this time. Oh, maybe I'll go do that fate real quick. Looks like someone's working on it, so I'll help. And normally I would say get your chocobo out, and depending on how fast this goes down, this is going down pretty fast. But mine is already to level 20. And 2, it was going down pretty fast. They already had theirs out. I'm not that worried about getting my chocobo out. I just wanted to make sure I could get in there, do the fate, get credit for doing the fate, because I have not done my shared fates this expansion. I actually didn't do them in Shadowbringers either. I've done most of them in Shadowbringers. Let's see. There it is. I was like, I know it's in one of these menus. Yeah, I'm almost positive I've done fates in Raktika, but it claims I haven't. I'm like, whatever. But the only one I have done is Amarang. And I was motivated by the orchestrion role. I need to do more of it. But I was pretty quick to do all of my Endwalker ones. And yeah, I did bad this expansion. Shame on me. I did bad. Oh, I ain't getting a hit on that one. I'm not gonna finish flying to that. There's no point there. Like, it's already at 95%. Since other people are doing fates here, I am going to hang out. I'm not going to pop this one. I'm going to see if they fly to this one. Because I don't want to, like, start this one and no one come here. Okay. Okay. In my case, the only reason I would consider getting my chocobo out is just so I could dance partner him. But, I like to make the joke that my chocobo is worthless. So, there's no point in, me dance partnering him. Okay, it looked like that guy. Okay. I'm just gonna follow. They just said in chat, poor Godzilla. He just wanted some fishies. It's true, he just wanted some fish. Just hungry. And he just wanted to hug the fisherman and say, hey, may I please have some of those fishies? Just tried his BS. And we had to go and say, oh yes, my chocobo. He, probably is just trying his best. But, yeah. I'm just gonna hit the wrong buttons all day. Let's see. Let me go ahead and get my chocobo out. Here's my chocobo. Name's Taserface. Admittedly, he's a pretty boy. He's pretty. He's very pretty. Oh, this was one of the ones that has a, That's what I love about Fates. Sometimes they got them follow-ups. They have them progressions. If I recall correctly, it is, shoot. What is that dang trial called? Oh, good. I could totally look it up at the same time. Oops. Final Day, if I recall correctly. That one. See, my brain, we call her Depression Bird in my free company. So that's all my brain wanted to call her. And I'm like, if I say Depression Bird on stream, people are gonna have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. But my brain just did not want to translate it to the correct thing. I'm like, I should probably just pull it up and actually say what the correct thing is. Instead of just calling it by its nickname. I'm just going to withdraw from that Pilgrim's Traverse because it does not seem to want to pop. It is just like, no. We ain't feeling this today. Let's try Frontline instead. That should pop a little bit faster. Because watching Fates, that's... I mean... That's not exactly thrilling or exciting at all, especially when it's slow-paced. Like, it is such slow-paced content. Like, that is the kind of content that you do when it's like you, the person who is actually playing the game, just want to chill and watch TV. Not, oh, it's like, as the viewer, it's like you want to watch something that's entertaining, like... Like, this has to be more entertaining. Hold up. I see my free company. They're talking a lot. Like there were a lot of people talking and shenanigans. I had to be like, wait, hold up, guys. Hold up. What is happening? What is happening? So earlier, some of the free company shenanigans that they were doing. So some of my free company members have started buying up a bunch of houses, personal houses, and like just each of them, like they just happen to be finding small plots and just all happen to be in the same ward. And like years ago when the ward opened up, I had bid on the large plot for myself. I had lost. The person who won that plot didn't decorate for a while, and then when they did, it was one of the most atrocious things I had ever seen. And to this day, I am still bitter that I lost to them. And they still have not given up that plot of land. And I'm like, no, give me that land. I want that plot. Oh, this should be a fun frontline because oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. I did not switch jobs. So the trick with frontline, when you do go to switch jobs, you do need to be at home base in order to switch jobs. You can't just be anywhere and switch jobs, just so you know. So anybody who has ever done the whole trick of, oh yeah, just switch jobs, you can't just be anywhere you want to be. Where did Dorito Kevin go? Oh, someone just stole the So the reason I said this was going to be a fun frontline is someone said, okay, who's going to be the Dorito? And someone was like, Kevin will be the Dorito. And someone else was like, ooh, Cooler Ranch. And now they're just being silly and ridiculous. And someone took the Dorito and they're like, oh, you stole my Dorito. And they're just being crazy. So we'll see. We'll see if this is a crazy as in a just so crazy just might work, or so crazy that we all end up dying and we get last place. We'll see how it goes. So far, it is looking like it's a so crazy it just might work. Dang it. I only just realized. Oh, white mages. Turn me into corpses. Turn me into a little piggy. originally this was a so crazy it might work, but it was a when people properly follow the Dorito. And it ended up being a we got split and like yeah, now it's become a now it's a we're doomed. Hey, Red, what's your problem? What's your problem with us? What's your problem? Six points, wow, yes. You're down to 66 points because the thing is when you die, or when you die in frontline, your team loses points. So that's why we had triple figure, like we were like 180 something, and now we're down to 62. Like this is right googly moogly, it's all gone to shit. Oh, it would have been great if anybody... This is one of those times where a friend of mine starts to wonder if it's just better to just feed the other team and let them win. I don't know how many times I've died, but it's a lot. Focus. Yeah, the hoverboard is really sweet, Naris. You totally should go get one. We're not here to help Yellow. Why are we backing up? Completely. That was... oh my god. So, one of the people in this front line said we don't have enough unemployed people in our alliance to win. Like, what? Like, I mean, for me, I just suck at frontline. I'll just straight up admit I suck at it. But yeah, I think our only saving grace is for it to be like it was a few streams ago, where it's like, hopefully the other teams just forget about it. We can just swoop in and grab some of these other ones. Like, maybe they just keep fighting. Look at the score, we should be hitting red. We can also just keep grabbing nodes. Keep grabbing nodes. But that way, it's like we just okay. I didn't die as many times as I thought. I thought my I thought my score, like kills and assists, were swapped. I thought I died a lot more times than that. Not that 4 is great by any means. I just thought the number was... I thought my death count was closer to like 8. But okay, I'm willing to accept 4. I am willing to accept that. That is fine with me. And halfway through 98, like that is definitely extra acceptable with me, you know? Like I love seeing the extra levels, you know? That is also always very desirable to see. All right, real quick, what I need to do is I need to look at a couple things real quick. My retainer that I didn't mean to send on a venture is back from her venture. Yay! Totally forgot I even sent her on an adventure accidentally before stream started. But I am going to take a quick break, real quick, and I will be right back at 9 o'clock. So in about 3 minutes. So just give me just a few minutes and I'll be right back. Alright, so sorry about that. Just needed a couple minutes there and didn't realize I went a little past 9 o'clock. Just needed a brief second for my cat brain to reobtain the brain cell and everything, because I was like, oh, my brain. Yes, we do have. I'm glad you pointed that out, Neris. We actually do have quite a few Vieira in the free company. And we do quite pride ourselves on our Vieira. Like we do absolutely love them. So with the rest of stream, I do want to ask you guys, especially since Pilgrim's Traverse is taking a lot longer with queues than what I was really hoping that it would take, is would you all rather I continue doing some stuff on this character, or would you rather I go ahead and swap over to my LALA and do some more stuff with her? And continue working on trying to get her up to having her bun ears and upgrading her to Vieira status. What would you guys rather see? Oh, speaking of Vieiras, this cat right here used to be a Vieira. I'm going to tell them that y'all are disappointed in him. Just so you guys know, that person is going to absolutely know that I am lying my ass off right there. Like, they are just going to know. They're going to know that you guys are not disappointed in them. That I am just absolutely messing with them. Alright, Neris, we got one vote for LALA and we got one vote for either one. So, let's go with some LALA fun. Get on over. Get on over to Excalibur. Or not Excalibur. My brain... You would think that my brain wouldn't even remember that. Because that was when my 1.0 character was at. Hyperion is where we need to go for Boba. We need the Boba. We need more Boba. Let's go get her. Let's go take care of her. Let's go get her some glamour. Let's get her through her 3rd dungeon. Let's get her some bunny ears. Let's do all of the things because she is absolutely adorable, but we need to turn her into absolute perfection. So that way, as she is stealing everybody's kneecaps, no one can be mad about it because well, she's stealing their kneecaps because how dare they have kneecaps when she has no kneecaps? Like, I mean, come on. It's unfair for them to have kneecaps when she has absolutely none. Like, how on earth dare they? Like, that is just unacceptable behavior on their part. And she totally does have Lego minifig legs there. It totally has those ridiculous little legs. But this is one of the few outfits I do feel like Lalafels can somewhat pull off. So at least we have that going for her. And we need to go to the Ruby Road Exchange. And this is one of those moments. So for those of you that don't know about Balmung, they say don't go to the quicksand. As far as Balmung goes, this is where the reputation lies. This is where the bad RPers go, as far as Balmung goes. Like, just don't go there. Don't do it. All right, but Modi, I love that she, like, guys, hold up. She, first and foremost, okay, I failed. I'm already failing as a Lalafell. I'm failing because she is the only one that has proper accommodations for me. She has stools. She has stools there to properly accommodate my ass, okay? Second of all, they have properly accommodated her and have her standing on a stool. So they recognize that Lalafels need the proper accommodations so that they could see over countertops. But why is it only here that they get those accommodations? Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm tad busy right now if you wouldn't mind showing yourself too. Oh, judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Bobomoki by chance? The innocent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. It ain't no small piece of praise coming from her. But you didn't come all this way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. Let's talk business, shall we? All right, and while she is talking, I am going to make the attempt to fix my stream titles here because my stream titles are currently making a liar out of me because this is not Vieira time anymore. We're just going to update the title for why? Kick. Why do you always end up changing my game every time I go to change my info on here? Every time, for some reason, it changes it back to Apex Legends. I'm like, I don't play that game. I don't think I've ever played that game. I don't even think I've ever downloaded it. Stop marking it as Apex Legends. Just, oh, what nonsense. I'm not streaming it right now. Okay, that fixed. So sorry. I realized as I was changing those, I was like, there's no way that I can change these and read this dialogue at the same time. It's just not gonna happen. Okay. The petitioner ought to be arriving any time now. God's almighty, another second under that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Ah, Papashan! I love Papashan. Excellent timing, Papashan. Just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Hello, Papashan. This is the first time I've been shorter than Papashan. So this wholesome lass is the much-lauded adventurer, is she? Marvelous, marvelous. I'm actually quite a bit shorter than Papashan. Like, damn, he's got like 5 inches on my character. Like, wow. He's so much taller than her. I mean, granted, like, maybe 2 of those inches is his hair. His hair's kind of tall, but he is definitely quite a bit taller than my character. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, milady. I am Papashan, formerly of the Sultan's Sword. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap you like to appraise Boba of her mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine in Imagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the palace. These giants are of the clan known as the Hecatoncheires, fearsome creatures who were sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them and prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry in their testament at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the sites. It's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, my lady. The people of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. By the way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures and their will. But as this is off the way of such spells, these enchantments eventually failed, and the staffs rose up against their masters. In spite of a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the oh my gosh. I'm already struggling to pronounce this word. They want it to come up so many times. Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithril Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dig a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is a task of which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you put an end to this sorry business. Gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you didn't know, Copperbell Mines are in western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Imagine and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Messet, and he knows Copperbell Mines well, and it may behoove you to seek his counsel. All right. Oh. Hello. Were you standing there the whole time? Staring with your mask? I guess I will, I'm totally not, freaked out by this whatsoever, sir. Looking for painted mesa. You found... Oh, and eavesdropping too, eh? Holy, not a creepy dude. You found him. So you're the adventurer who volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copper Mill, are you? You've got guts, miss. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, because things aren't pretty down there. Heck. The one things left the place in a right state and nearing a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copper Bell was old when the second UI dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for a shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would have never thought to reopen it. You knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, a nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want of aught to build with. Stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. All right. Onward to the next dungeon. And I realized during all this, I still haven't attuned to the entire Aethernet, which I'm not going to worry about tuning to the entire Aethernet. I'm just going to grab that one that was right there, and I'm also going to grab the main one, and then I'm going to run out the western gate. Yeah, with that word that they were putting in there, that I'm like, okay, I'm struggling to pronounce this word properly. It was kind of giving me flashbacks of that interview with the Harry Potter books, with the audiobooks, struggling with reading. Harry pocketed it. After that, having Harry pocketed it in every single freaking book. Like, this feels like it's one of those things. It's like they realize people are going to struggle just trying to read this. So they're going to be like, guess what? We're just going to put it in the text as many times as we possibly freaking can. So that way we can make them read it all of these times just to see what happens, and then we can just go ha 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 ha. We totally planned all of this and just laugh at everybody all the time because, well, why not? Just seems like the sort of shenanigans they should do. And I also, okay, for some reason I thought the giant tortoise was like level 2, and I was like, you would think the giant tortoise would be the equivalent of the treants in the forest, and they are. They're level 12, so never mind. Rant redacted. Rant redacted. It's one of those moments like where you're watching a video and they start off with the whole trigger, and you start typing a whole paragraph because you're ticked off, and then something happens. Like this video that came up on my feed, I knew what was going to happen because it's one of those videos that just comes up every once in a while. The guy, he's ranting about people and their dogs, and oh my gosh, they're not your fur baby. They don't need to come with you everywhere. They don't need to live in your house like they're your family. They don't need to sleep in your bed. They need to have their own bed, and this, that, and the other. And so obviously that's gonna upset people. And well, then you see this guy, or this dachshund, and the dachshund's climbing onto the guy and trying to shove its face down the guy's collar into his shirt, just trying to slither right in there. And you see so many paragraphs that are like, deletes entire paragraph. And okay, this is one of those moments that, yes, I know Copperbell was back there, but taking a detour, running to Horizon, grabbing that aetheryte, and then extra detour because you know what? Why not? This is where the run is worth it. I know I will get tickets. I know I will get tickets that will take me, that will probably return me to the Waking Sands. And yes, Neris, you hit the nail right on the head. It's glamour time. It is time to go over here and talk to this lovely lady. It says color your world, but we're going to be doing, I mean, we'll do that one too, but I mean, we really want the glamoring. I mean, that's the important one. I mean, coloring, it's just about as important, but they kind of go hand in hand. Some glamours just aren't quite the same if they don't dye as well. It's not as important. Impressive job spelling it, Neris. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name. But yes, going to talk to this lady right here. This one. This one. Right here. No, she's not going to get this orange juice. Oh dear, 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 this will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How can you go out dressed like that? I'm actually not dressed half bad compared to you. I mean, honey, look at the colors you, like, the only things that are color matching are your bracelet. Actually, your bracelets and your top aren't even the same color. They are two different blues. But everything else, they aren't even in the same color spectrum. Like, you have bright red pants, mustard yellow shoes, sky blue top, a extremely pale blue bracelets. Like, yes, we've got all kinds of stuff. We've got green and gray hat, like beige at the top. Like, we've got a huge mess going on, and you have the audacity to complain about my outfit. My outfit. I mean, my bows even go with my outfit. Come on, lady. I mean, come on. Anyway, if she wants to teach me how to glamour, I'm fine with that. But she has no room to tell me what I should be wearing. I mean, we're talking about, like, when I started teaching, like, when I was teaching, we had to do tutoring in our tutoring center. We called it the math lab. Yes, I know what it sounds like. Yes, we often joked about it. And with that tutoring center, we would have, like, the student workers would ask who their instructor was. Well, at the beginning of the semester, the students never knew who their instructor was. They would never remember what our names were. And my name was especially hard to remember. So one of the students just said, I don't know what her name is. She's the fashionable one. It was just so funny because they were like, okay, we're just gonna assume that you're talking about Zelda. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, I'll just go with it. Like, I wasn't there for it. I mean, it did help that my hair is purple, but you know, like I'm just going to assume that they said that because my hair was purple and they're college students. Like, they're just like, yeah, she has purple hair, she's fashionable. Like, sure, I'll go with it. My dear, if only you thought us, or if you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle because there's so little else going for it. Oh, That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forth, I'll take it upon myself to save you from any more fashion disasters. Okay. Sure. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where to even begin? Be a dear and get me a drink. I'm feeling rather parched, and this is a matter best discussed over a glass of something cold. Just go to the peste and ask Falkland. I'll have some blood orange juice and tell her to make sure there's no pulp in it. Now off you go. Yeah. 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 Hi. Oh. Sturgeon sent you, did she? That woman, I've never known anyone so lazy. Yeah. Yeah. So she's literally sitting just outside of here. And she can't be bothered to come get this damn drink herself. Kill her to come get it herself. No. No, it wouldn't. But instead, she has to take it upon herself to insult my style. When, like, literally, like, everyone here is more coordinated. And they're like, everybody here has a better fashion sense than she does. I feel like that is saying something. Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an elm, she'll take a mom. I pet the bunny. So, how's that drink coming along? Yes. Here's that lovely blood orange juice. Oh, delicious. Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive taste. It was 7 gil. It was 7 gil. Even my broke LALA ass could afford that 7 gil orange juice. You lazy ass. Just get up and walk over there and get it. Like, seriously. Oh, delicious. Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have delicious taste, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe, too. Yeah, it's that puzzle's coming together quite nicely. Now that I'm feeling refreshed, shall we get started? That is a good point, Neris. She can't afford it because, yeah, She doesn't have a job. Her job is to nitpick at random people and tell them they have no fashion sense. You know, dear, you'd look a lot less drab if you knew how to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project an image of one item into another. It's an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the original object stays essentially the same, just takes on a new appearance. That's all. Remember, if you fancy a change... Aww, why did it auto-mod that? Oh. It shouldn't have auto-modded that, Neris. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous that it auto-modded that. Like, especially considering it doesn't seem to auto-mod the bots. But it auto-modded that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really need to look at those settings. Keep forgetting to look at those settings. I mean, it is a good thing to test. Like I had no idea that the settings I had it on was going to end up flagging something quite like. To me, I'm like, I'm looking at what he said, and I'm like, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like, even with the settings I put on there, I'm like, what? Why did that even get blocked? I see no reason for that. That's weird. Remember, if you fancy a change, you don't have to stick with the same glamour. Just apply another one on top, or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection for bodily harm? Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead and give it a try, and do make it quick, dear, for my sake. I'm finding you uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. I find your face offensive. Like, you with asking for this blood orange juice and not even, like, you managed to stand up to talk to me, at least. But, yay, glamour dresses are now available. And we get the whole, yay, cost glamour explanations. Yay! And now we could do color our world. What should I be lazy about this time? You there, yes you. Decisively up. She wants to insult my fashion some more. Okay. Gotta be good. Never in my life have I seen such an unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost of form. The mere sight of you fair makes my eyes bleed. Is she looking at a mirror? Like, is she just looking at my eyes and just, like, because I don't have pupils, just seeing the reflection of herself? Like, that's the explanation I'm coming up with here, because, like, I'm freaking adorable. I'm an adorable little Lalavel, and her outfit is pretty dang cringy, you know? As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of color. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. Does look like a McDonald's character, Narish. Does look like a McDonald's character. And of course, she needs another freaking drink. heat has given me a vicious thirst, and I won't be able to talk for any length of time. Hey, dear, buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall by the northern gates, will you? Once I have moistened my throat, we shall see to the business of remedying your appearance. Really? You're not going to insist on blood orange juice with no pulp? I agree, Neris. She does talk a lot for one who can't seem to talk. It's a bottle of orange juice? I'm trying to set by the gates. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's always takes me a minute to remember where it's at. Thank you, Neris. Yes, I know what shops are, game. Thank you. 7 gil. There you go. I always forget where in the hell that vendor's at. Every time. I don't know why. It's like it's... As you said, this is the direction of north. I know my cardinal directions. I totally know them. Show me how to dye my glamour so my face could go back to normal. Phew, that's a relief. Finally, I can teach you how to bring color to your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which... Colorants. Not once, other than in this dialogue, have I heard them called colorants. I've heard them called dyes. What? Colorants? Which allow folks to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colors. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious. Lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties, you could rest assured it will not. Practicality you adventurers love so much will not suffer the change in appearance, a change for the better. Like, I swear she's just... Like, she wanted to call them colorants just so she could sound like she's the one that came up with this whole concept. Make it worth our 7 gil for this damn orange juice. That, you know, she couldn't get up and walk over to the stall to buy for herself because she was too parched to get up and go buy it or even talk to us. You know. Should also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one color. Garish pink that seemed like such a wonderful idea after a dozen glasses of red can be undone. Ma'am. I look like a toddler. Do you think I drink? Do you think that I drink? I do not drink, ma'am. I agree, Neris. She should take her own advice. Like, she should maybe stop pounding back the dozen glasses of red and you know, use colorants to fix her colors. And that is all you need to know about dyeing gear. Now, what are you waiting for? Get out there and bring some color into your life. That is a good call, Neris. Maybe that's what she needs us, like, she should totally... Like, I really wish they would give us another quest. And what, like, give us the option to just give her Terebinth to pour on her. Get rid of that terrible, terrible color. Ugh. Alright, because I'm not a crafter, I don't have to worry about that. We are done with her. Done with her insulting my clothes, all that stuff. Just done with her. So freaking rude, being like, oh, your colors, your glamour, your fashion is just so terrible. Rude. Like on a scale of 1 to Ida and Papalymo coming in and taking my kill shot on the gargoyle, it's pretty damn close to taking the kill shot on the gargoyle. Like, that was pretty rude of Papalymo. I was not expecting that out of him. I would have expected that out of Ida, because she does have a tendency to punch first. Like, she doesn't really ask questions. She's just like, you know, oh, there's a baddie there? Let me punch first. And then I'll ask if I was supposed to punch. Papalymo would have questioned it first. And instead, he just charged right in and was like, guess what? I'm just gonna steal your thunder here. Like that. The only thing that would have made it even worse is if he stole my thunder by casting a thunder-based spell. At least he did it with a blizzard-based spell, but still. Still freaking rude. And honestly, being a black mage, like, he should have stolen it with a thunder-based spell, but, you know, like, it's fine. It's fine. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained. But for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the... Quell the hectochondric... Oh, is it really? I had no idea that Thunder was proc-based now. That tells you how long it's been since I've played Black Mage. Like, even, like, I leveled it in Shadowbringers. I leveled it properly, but even with Endwalker, like, yes, I do have it to 90, but I leveled it with Fates. So I'm like, I know like nothing about Black Mage anymore. I didn't think that Papa Shaw would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. Giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now. It's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see them, the better. Make ready as best you can and enter at will. Copperbell Mines are now accessible. Is that... Are you wearing partially blue mage gear for your black mage outfit? Like, at first, like, I saw you were casting black mage spells, but I was like, that looks almost more like a blue mage outfit. I was wondering, Neris, I was like, that looks very much like a blue mage outfit. I was like, those are totally black mage spells. But I was like, I was like, maybe I'm just misremembering a little bit. Maybe there are some blue spells that look like that. Oh, that makes sense. That they're sharing the same gear, and because they're leveling and you have them both at 80, okay. That totally makes sense. I kind of had the same deal going on with Pictomancer there. I had it sharing gear with Blue Mage and had them both at 80 for a little bit, so I had them looking the same as far as their glamours go. I had them wearing the Eden chest piece, and I had it dyed like a really bright blue. I had it like very much geared looking a lot like Blue Mage stuff, and I was like, I don't even care. I'm gonna have my Pictomancer just looking like a Blue Mage, just painting everything. Just gonna go for it. All right, so it is time for the Copperbell Mines. Neris, since you're already standing right here, I do want to ask, would you like to join for the Copperbell Mines? Absolutely no pressure. If you do not want to join for Copperbell Mines, you do not have to join for Copperbell Mines. I absolutely understand, because it is level 17. Like, to be like, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that's droning way. I don't need to. Ooh, I like that paladin outfit. That is an awesome paladin outfit. And tank healer duo. I like it. I like it for the NCQ. But yes, this droning way is really cool. And it has bunny ears. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I haven't really seen the droning way. I have to ask, does it do like any of the cute things? Like, does it do anything like land on anything in particular? Anything like that? Like how, like for instance, like, you know how like the panda sometimes like climbs up on, oh, darn. I was like, how cute would it be? Like, you know how the panda sometimes, like the red panda sometimes climbs up on a Lalafell's head and sits there, or with any of the other races, climbs up on their shoulders and sit there. How cute would it be if that were to land on Lalafell's head and just sit on top of a Lalafell's head? It would be so freaking cute. I love like the special yeah, that was yeah, I should have mentioned there, like that was one reason why I was like, yeah, I will not be offended if you're like, no, I'll pass, I'm hanging out for this dungeon, because the limited skill set, like it definitely takes a while getting used to the limited skill set in these lower dungeons. Like, it's no fun. But yeah, that minion does, I do agree, Healer, that minion does look like a good duck to me. I do love when minions like that like interact with you and do all those cute things. That's why at some point I'm like, I will find people with LALA, or other people with Moogles. We have to have. Oh, damn it! I forgot how far away things in this dungeon aggro. Sorry, Darius. I did not mean to aggro prematurely. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for the Spriggans in this dungeon sometimes because I know that they do bad things, but I feel like the Spriggans are just one of those things that I don't know, maybe it's a they're so ugly that they're cute kind of thing. I don't know. They're definitely cuter than like Furbies, you know, like I always forget until I get into this dungeon that they reworked it. To like the Spriggans more than Moogles. Like, the Spriggans are absolutely adorable, and I feel like it depends on the Final Fantasy. Like, sometimes the Moogles are really cute. Like, I feel like in this one, the Moogles are pretty cute. They can be jerks, but they're pretty cute. But in some of the other Final Fantasies, they be creepy looking. Like some of them, they seriously look like a cat that got left in water for like it fell asleep in the water for some unknown reason. Really came out super ticked off. Or even worse, a koala that got left in the rain. Like, have you guys seen a koala that got wet from rain or anything like that? They look creepy. They look dang creepy. I feel like that's what some of the Final Fantasy Moogles can look like. With my terrible damage, just going to help with the process by picking up the sand. Because I know my damage is going to be the worst, so I might as well just pick up sand. Sand! And I'm already super low to the ground. Oh no, Euler. Did I just make it so that you're gonna have nightmares from wet koalas? I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, that's fair, Euler. Already didn't like koalas, so did not have nightmares just because. But I will say, the koalas is, they do have a koala minion in this game that actually is pretty cute. And it's one that does interact with you, that with the Lalafels, it climbs up to hug a Lalafell's face on the side, not in the front. And basically the same thing with other people too. It will crawl up and like hug from the side. I don't think I necessarily need the gear. I'm just greeting on everything without even looking at it, because I'm like, I know that at the very least, I will eventually need seals anyway, so I could just turn it in for some seals. Now, the thing is that even if you don't do this early on, a Realm Reborn stuff doesn't turn in for very many seals anyway, so it's not a big deal if you don't do this early on. They don't really translate to all that many seals until some of the Heavensward dungeons, I feel like. They don't really start scaling very well until that point. Yes, I like to greet all of the things. Like, very rarely do I just pass. The only time I feel like I just pass is, like, there were a couple things there that it was like you can't greet on it because you already have it. Our duty is complete. off the grid. Don't leave before I can calm you! Oh, and always need on the orchestrion rolls. Huzzah! Thank you for joining that one, Darius. And so that way, if you need to teleport to Old Da and want a free teleport, you can always borrow the teleport. That is totally fair, Darius. Like when I run as a higher level in a dungeon like that, like if I were running on my main character, like there I probably would have considered just passing on everything, including like the orchestrion role I probably would have passed on. But with this character, especially since she's starting out and going to be building up that currency, I definitely don't want to be passing up on that because she definitely needs to be building everything up and focusing on that building structure. Whereas my main character already has everything pretty dang well built and can farm things like Grand Company seals in a way that's actually a lot faster than running copper bow mines and getting the gear from there. Personally, I like running Ruby C with my dancer. I'll probably end up redoing that and probably end up running Domeg. I'll just have to test that once I get dancer up to level 100 and see how that ends up going, if that ends up following the same formula that the last couple of expansions have worked for me. But usually it's like the second dungeon from a couple expansions ago works the best for me, and I run it as dancer and I just run it solo. That way I get all the gear, then as soon as I get out I dump all the gear and I rinse and repeat and just get a whole bunch of Grand Company seals that way with my in-game character. But that's just for farming instead of necessarily building, and this one she's gonna have to do building. But anyhow, so Sunday, what we're going to do Sunday, we're going to continue with this beautiful character right here. I am going to fix her glamour, and she is going to be wearing something absolutely adorable. I will also go get Aethernet stuff. And we'll continue this MSQ because it looks like Painted Mesa has a solo instance for us. We have some exciting things coming with the MSQ now that we have helped all 3 of these city-states and completed the first 3 dungeons with the MSQ. Such excitement. So much fun stuff for our wonderful LALA. I'm totally going to be working in these glasses with her glamours because, oh my gosh, look at how adorable those glasses are. They're so cute. And then on Tuesday, I think we'll just gauge it based upon where we end up with the MSQ as far as whether we want to do more with Boba or whether we want to do more with my main character and have some more Vieira time. And with that, I'm going to say thank you all so much for an absolutely wonderful and fantastic stream. Yes, she shall save Eorzea with style and make sure that everybody in Eorzea has no kneecaps. Yes, we must save everyone in Eorzea from their kneecaps. That is her #1 priority. Yay. Oh no. Did my internet go out? I think my internet just went out. Oh. I think my internet went out temporarily there. So that ended up working out really well. That is the conclusion of a stream. Yeah, I think my internet went out. Yeah. Yeah, I did fall off the internet. I think my internet dropped temporarily there. like my internet was like, guess what? She's closing out a stream now. So rather than letting her actually properly end stream with her closing stream screen and everything, we're just going to shut down. Bye. But have a wonderful night, everyone.